I'm sure at this point everyone's kind of aware of the whole bow thing. Like I'm sure everyone's, relatively got the idea of, Bow's terrible fucking post and how it's kind of led to a bigger issue than fully intended. But to release an apology now is she did her damage, you know? Like we have quadruple downing, and there's so many instances of people not quite not quite understanding the stance they're taking. Like they aren't fully I don't know, right? Like let me kind of go through some of the stuff, right? I'm not gonna go through the scrubbing thing. Fertile and flexible. Yeah, it's people when they take this fight for it's so weird because Bao said what she said, right? And this has actually brought on people to try and take a stand for men's mental health and stuff like that, and it's brought awareness to the situation, which is good. I'm not dissing that. I'm not dissing that. Don't miss me thinking that, oh, I don't think it's, it's right to do that. No. I think it's great to do that. I honestly think that's probably the best thing to do. And there's so little understanding. I don't know if it's like the VTube community or VTubers. They just don't have the ability to clearly and concisely put a sentence together, and they don't know how to speak right. But like come on, right? Like, oh, whoops, I did it twice. Like come on. This starts off well and then it falls apart. Now that it's November, a quick reminder that pick me VTubers saying men's mental health matters while exploiting lonely men and claiming all their problems are caused by feminism isn't actually fixing men's mental health issues. It is actively exploiting them. If you want to do something for men's mental health, then tell your male audience that it's okay to have emotions other than anger, to stop feeling entitled to women's attention and body, but working on themselves and socializing not for sex, but to have a real human connection. What the fuck? Who are you? First off, like who actually are you? So it's it is a backhanded help, right? It is saying men need to be more aware of their emotions, which they do. You're right. Men do need to be need to be able to maintain and control their emotions. But in the same sentence, all you're saying is men can feel as anger and sex. Anger and lust are the two emotions men have. That is what you're saying. That's it. That is the entirety of the fucking statement you're making. Is that men are made up of two things: lust and anger. What are you? Like, Like, actually, who are you? Your opinion is so back-asswards dumb, and your wordage is poor at best, that you are talking about pick-me's. You are talking about pick-me bitches who are looking for sympathy from the male community so that they can get some sort of fucking clout. But instead, you are using it as a pick-me. You are a pick-me. All you did is just fucking ruin everything. All you did is just fucking completely, you isolated men to two feelings, and then you wonder why you see us pissed off all the time. Because you raise the monsters you create. The monsters you create are the things you're going to see. And if this is how your reaction, and this is you treating men fairly, this is you being good and telling men to seek help, this is you doing that. Who are you? Keep your opinions to your fucking self. And these are the fucking people, like, this is people who don't understand how to do anything. Like, it's not hard. It's not. This is an opinion that somebody makes from having a single bad experience with one person that they've ever had in their life that they probably call an ex. And they wonder why they're fucking projecting their feelings onto an entire fucking class of people, and wonder why that group of people's pissed off. Like, what the fuck? Like, actually shut up. Please. Men have the same emotions as women. We can feel sadness, we can feel depression, we can feel happiness, we can feel joy, we can feel anger, we can feel hate, we can feel resentfulness, we can feel the exact same spectrum of emotions. Now, how we get to those emotions are different. And that's what is addressed and should be addressed, is how each person gets to their individual feelings. But to be like, men only experience lust and anger, shut your ass up. Who are you? Like, actually stop talking. Like, all you are is a fucking disappointment to the people around you. And a disappointment to men. Next time, like, whoever the fuck this person is needs to actually shut their fucking mouth. Because the main issue with men's mental health is that we aren't acknowledged for our feelings. That we aren't acknowledged that we experience things like joy and happiness. And that the only things we want is sex, and that we're angry. That is why we're fucking mad. And this is why that it's a problem, because that's what we've been limited down to. We've been lowered to the absolute lowest. We are comprised of two things. We have zero complexity. And it's people like this. And look, the worst part about this, right, is people like this have a fucking voice. How do you have 30,000 fucking followers and then you have the ability to post that? Who are you, you absolutely useless tool? You inhuman creature. Like, what the fuck? People see this shit. And all of this started because Bao made one bad post. One bad fucking post. And the backlash has been and is deserved. 100%. Bao has been lashing out on other community members. She's been lashing out on VTubers. She's been lashing out on everybody around her. She's lashing out at her community. She's lashing out on Cinder. She's lashing out on Cinder's community. Hell, I'm willing to bet that at this point, if she found me, she'd lash out on me. She can't shut her fucking mouth over one bad wordage. And it actually sucks. It actually sucks. I don't even like to get fucking mad about this shit because I'm so used to it. You know? Like, I'm so used to being like minimized down to the smallest fucking molecule when it comes to the whole men's fucking mental health and so on and so forth, because no one gives a shit. No one cares. And so having the conversation 99% of the time is like talking to a brick wall because nobody else walks in your shoes. Nobody else understands the perspective. And when you try to explain it to them, it's not comprehended and it's not understood and it's not listened to and it's ignored. And all this did was exacerbate that truth. Granted, there's people who have come out and have said great things. I have come across posts of people saying great things and, you know, trying to bring men back up to their feet. And I sympathize so hard with that feeling. I really, really do. I get it. You know, we got to be able to pick each other up. Otherwise, all we're going to do is stay down, right? We got to be able to work with one another. And when one person falls, we help them raise back up and get back on their feet and, you know, get them back onto the day. That's why whenever I see people who are looking, you know, or they're having a hard time streaming or they're having a hard time going forward and wanting to be a content creator because they're nervous about their voice or they're nervous about being scrutinized for something they do or something they say, or because they're a male, sometimes because they don't want a female model and have a male voice, even though they know that can be a meta, you know, they understand that. I like to try and chime in with my own perspective and help out the situation. But it's things like this that really adds into the minimization of people. And it really adds to the problem that men already experience. You know? And, you know, with Bao doubling down, with people like whoever the fuck this individual Nyara is, disappointment, inhuman being, I don't know what the fuck you are. You apparently can't shut the fuck up about trans rights, but when it comes to men, you'd rather kick them down to the fucking ground. But like, you're an absolute fucking disgrace to the fucking community and should probably, next time you decide to have an opinion on males' perspectives, shut the fuck up. The perspective that we have is absolutely fucking insane. I think there's a very large likelihood that people don't try to care. You know? And with shit like this, and the worst part is too, is with shit like this from people as big as this hold so much influence to say that feminism is the problem. And you want to know what it is? You want to know what it is I'm willing to fucking bet that this fucking individual, this creature, I'm willing to bet 99%, because I've heard it before, I'm willing to bet they hold resentment towards right-wingers. Not even trying to make it political, but that is how minimized being a man can be. Is that being a man simply means you are on a side. I'm willing to bet money that I'm willing to bet. Let me scroll down. I'm willing to bet there's a post that involving fucking right-wingers somewhere out here. 3 fucking posts. 3 fucking posts. 1, 2, 3 right-wing content creators. Three fucking posts. It took me a matter of 3 fucking posts to find it. Because not because, and then, they're leftists, I hate them. No. I hate them because they're generalizing people based on politics. Because what this is that if you're a left-winging man, you're a good one. If you're a right-winging man, you're a problem. And I chose that wordage for a fucking reason. It's this shit that reduces men down to fucking nothing. It's this type of shit that annoys the fuck out of everybody. Yeah, like, yeah. And if you don't care for either, you're as bad as the right to them. Yeah. It's so fucking stupid that this problem, I don't even fight this fight as hard as I used to anymore. I don't. But it's shit like this, dude, that pisses me off, man. Like, oh, hey, you know what? I'm willing to bet. All right, we've gotten Bao shut down. Let's continue. You know what? Let's actually carry this fucking problem. How shall we? Shall we? How about let's work on this person? Who's this? Nyara? Let's work on this. I think this person would be a great first step in our adventure of let's try and bring eyes to this, shall we? It is crazy to me how the mildest take about the predatory behavior of men has been twisted into this witch hunt. Fragile men are gaslighting anyone who accurately describes a huge issue in content creator spaces because they can't handle any form of accountability. It is sad. Any form of accountability. Any form of accountability. Wonderful. So we're talking about Bao, who has, at this point, quadrupled down. I don't give a fuck. This person, Nyara, I'm putting Nyara's getting titled. Nyara is getting titled. I will put their name in this YouTube video title. You are the first name in the fucking title of this video. Call me whatever the fuck you want. The thing that will never change is my stance. Because I am not simply a rage-baiting fuck. I stand on what I fucking believe in. Fragile men are gaslighting anyone who accurately describes a huge issue in content creator spaces because they can't handle any form of accountability. You mean how Bao has completely ignored all accountability, but you are willing to sit there and defend Bao's inability to take accountability by pushing blame on fucking men again? Who the fuck are you? Who actually fucking are you? You are something that should be studied. You should be in a test tube right now to be watched at under 24/7 hour care so that we can somehow find whatever fucking chromosome you are missing to come up to this fucking point. Who the fuck are you? Fragile men. The problem again is fucking men. The problem again, oh man, these fragile men can't bring up a huge issue. Oh, man, what a nightmare. Oh, what the huge issue is fucking rage baiting, bro. That's the huge fucking issue. Because I would love to give benefit of the doubt that this person is just fucking rage baiting. But Jesus fucking Christ, they probably believe everything they fucking say, and this person has the ability to do something. This person has 30,000 people that believe in their perspective. You have 30,000 people that follow you, and you get fucking ratioed on all of your posts. You have been absolutely fucking ratioed. On your own fucking post, your own people hardly fucking agree with you. Ratioed. How much worse do you get? Ratioed. You get the same amount of likes on fucking shit I post. And I have a fucking a tenth. I have literally a 30th of your fucking followers on Twitter, and you are getting ratioed on your own fucking posts. I'm so tired of this like Bao drama, because like Bao's at least at this point made a fucking apology. Her apology was half-assed, to say the least. The apology is at fucking minimum. The apology is half-assed at best. Haven't been acting like myself at all. I feel this year poisoned me deeply, and all I'm not able to focus on anything but all the negatives. It's all I can think about, and it's not fair to air it out in a space that's trying to heal. I'm impulsive and I don't think things through. I wear my emotions on my sleeve, and that is a terrible conversation. It's irresponsible and really dangerous. I am very sorry. At worst, I am dumb as fuck, not malicious. Wow, Bow. You take great accountability for your post. Don't worry, guys. What I said wasn't wrong because I'm just impulsive and I don't think things through. Cool. I don't give a fuck about your problems. Fix them. First off, just fucking fix them, because your actions affect other people. Your actions have caused people actual fucking harm. Your actions have caused an individual more stress than you brought onto yourself. And you have the fucking capacity. You have the capacity to double down with calling it engagement farming. You have the audacity to call your actions against somebody else engagement farming. And your apology is less than fucking 2 paragraphs. Honestly, eat shit. Whoever the fuck you are, please eat shit. Fuck. It's shit like this that doesn't help anything. It's shit like this where you make an apology 6 hours ago, but 9 hours ago, you were defending yourself. I don't even care about this person. I was going to talk about that, but I'm so frustrated by this alone. I'm frustrated by these actions alone that I don't even know this individual, and I feel bad for this person. Stood up for what they're believed in and then got harassed by your own fucking community. And your apology has no fucking weight. Your apology did nothing for anybody. You shrugged off accountability by saying, I have a flaw that you've apparently been so fucking aware of that you haven't done a goddamn thing about it. Seek therapy. Dumb as fuck is an understatement for the shit that I would call you to your fucking face if I had the chance. Her fucking actions have hurt so many people. I feel like I'm having to make damage control for the people that I know that were affected by this because of this. And then we have people like fucking Nyara who doubles down and helps back up the same shit that Bao said and further hurting the accountability. Meanwhile, this is 4 hours ago, by the way. This is after Bao has made her apology. And you are still doubling down and hurting people who have been affected by this fucking situation. I'm so mad I'm speechless. I'm running out of things other than insults. I can't even defend this shit. I can't even give benefit of the doubt. I can't do what I even said about Bao. I can't even say the thing that I said where I can actually believe that everything Bao said could have been avoided if she at least reworded it, took accountability for the mistake, and apologized off rip, because I can give benefit of the doubt that what she did was not her intention. But it had repercussions that she did not expect, and she is paying the price. I can at least give Bao that. And I don't even like Bao, and I still am as fair as I can fucking be. But this person, I refuse to allow you to reduce men to this fucking idea you have in your head, probably because you've been cheated on by one. And honestly, he dodged a bullet. Saved by the fucking bell. Stood up for good reason, must have been insufferable. Rage inducing, insufferable. Imagine getting ratioed so hard on your own fucking posts, dude. I get more likes on my shit. Fucking insane. Like, it's so much of this men hate bullshit. So much of this men have emotional problems comes from the fact that no one listens. So much comes from the fact that no one wants to understand. And instead, we reduce men to wanting sex and anger. The same two fucking emotions women have. follow if you have the time, go follow Scrub. I'm gonna be entirely honest. I've never interacted with Scrub. I wasn't even following Scrub until I found this. But go show some respect for somebody who can actually provide sympathy, understanding, and is willing to stand up for you regardless of what's going on. They fucking earned mine. Give Scrub what you need. I think Scrub actually deserves it. I'm so disappointed in the reaction that the VTube community has garnered from this shit. And I understand, right? There are many other problems with VTubing other than just men. And I will say this, if you are a guy and you are looking to get into VTubing, don't feel like you are the only problem because you are a guy. There's a lot of problems in VTubing. There's a lot of discrimination in VTubing. There's a lot of hate in VTubing. From race to sex work to models to you name it. There is so many problems. You aren't the only one affected by this, and don't feel like you are. It's not an isolated community of hate. The hate is everywhere, and it makes VTubing volatile and disgusting. And this applies to a lot of people. You're not alone in VTubing. Never have been. The hate's always there. Every time I see somebody who's been kicked down in VTubing, I personally will post on your shit if I see it. I have done it. I can literally prove it as we speak. I have opened my doors to people to even talk, to play games, to have a conversation. If you need a pick me up, my door is open all the time, especially if I see your post. There are people who care. And this goes for everything. I've followed up from people who have wanted to leave from, they having a hard time getting models because of previous employment. They've felt like maybe they're going to be racially discriminated. They gender discriminated. Anything. I have been there for so many people, and there are many others like me who will stand up and hold out a hand for those who are down. I have done it myself, and Scrub feels like one of those guys. Scrub feels like a homeboy, and I've never met this guy. But I respect him. So don't let shit like fucking Bow ruin your fucking day. Don't let fucking all these other people, Nyara, whatever the fuck their name is. They're bottom of the fucking barrel, useless as fuck. Follower count just implies that they that somehow more dipshits have accomplished to follow them. But this shit's ridiculous. It is actually ridiculous how bad that this one situation blew up and has brought more hate in more areas than could have fucking imagined. The fact that Bao, with 664,000 followers, is handing out half-ass apologies. We got people with 30,000 followers that are doubling down on Bao's behalf. Is fucking insane. I hold much hate in my heart for people that act like this. And if the opportunity ever arrived at my doorstep, I don't think I'd ever change half of the shit that I've said. I don't think I'd change anything I said. I don't think I'd change a word that I've said. I wouldn't change my opinion. I wouldn't change how I've said anything. I'd call Bao that, called Bao this, called Nyara that. I don't care. And it's shit like this that annoys the fuck out of me. So done with this. So done with this. Like, I really want this. I want this to fly by already so that people can actually go back to healing. But it's going to take another week at minimum. Because people are going to continue to clout bounce off of everything that everyone else has said, and it's just going to continue to grow up and be a bigger problem. And it annoys me that that's going to be what happens. Like, I need this shit to fly over because it is affecting so many fucking people, including myself. It's like, holy fuck. Just is what it is. But I can't. It's just whatever. At this fucking point, like, at least Bao has given an apology. I can only imagine what the comments are for this. But I'm sure that it's not all pretty sunshine and rainbows. But holy shit, I am so beyond frustrated with this entire situation. It's probably a big reason why I haven't gone to Twitter. But hopefully Bao at least learns her lesson, and then, I don't know, Nyara can get sat down with a fucking therapist and, I don't know, talk through their feelings. Because, Jesus Christ. Fucking absurd. Absurd.